and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the drawing. So, today it's a lot more less hot than yesterday. It's still moist, but it is a lot more better. It's not like fucking 30 degrees outside, so hey, at least that's a good point. So today I wanted to finish it up, and hopefully we can get this fully done. So no further ado, let's get started. And yeah. I hope you're gonna be enjoying this. So, no further ado, I will now start. There is one thing I actually spotted, which is actually quite funny to see. So, apparently the YouTube studio has this right here. I don't know what it does or why it's there, but you can actually probably just see only the highlights. Like for the leaderboard shows. Oh, there is a leaderboard. Why is there a leaderboard for Super Chat? Really? There's a fucking leaderboard. All right. Well, at least, that's the thing that actually does exist. So, apparently there's a leaderboard now. I was not informed about this, and I don't know why, but yes. All right, now time to get that thing up and running. So let's get Google Translate up and running. So Google Translate. There you go. I need to just get the translate because I need to, and I need to just switch that. Yes, and then I'm gonna go for smush, smushorama, smush. Oh, Rama.
Musho-rama.
Oh wait, that's not how you type smush then. S sm wait. Smushorama like this.
Smusho-rama.
There you go.
スマッショーラマ
All right, fine. I guess we're gonna go like that then, and we're just gonna copy this. So let's go with that. Then we're gonna make sure we have a typing part here. All right, we need to make sure that this is on pure dark. Save. There you go. Now we're gonna type this one in. Then we're gonna be fixing that by making this one a midsection and that one a midsection. So we actually have that. All right. Now we're gonna make sure that it's inverted DJ. Now we actually can go for this one and like that. Then we're gonna make sure that it's like this. All right. Then we're gonna go for probably 10. Yep. All right, and then we need to move it. Like so. Then we need to turn it around like so. So now we need to do that. Then we need to make sure that we have this bit sized up into the right size. I literally am not selecting that. I'm selecting this bit. All right. All right. And this way, you always need to make sure that it's in the... Right, then we're gonna merge it. Merge. Now it's merged. Now I can actually do this separately, right? Yes, I can. Really? You're not gonna give it to me, right? No, you're not gonna give it to me. Alright, fine, and I'm doing it myself. Alright, this is bad. I need to do it myself. With this one, I need to do it myself. That is such a pain to do. So, this bit we're gonna just erase because that is not looking good. Alright, let's erase it. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, just delete this. Just delete that bit. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Alright, cool. Now we have done that. We now need to remove that layer there, and we're going to be retyping that again. Because clearly that was not what I wanted to be with it, but oh well. Alright, then we're going to go Control C, there you go, and then we're going to erase these words. Right there, now we have actually everything that we need. We need to now go for Virtual DJ version. Now let's go for 10. There you go. Now we're going to move that to here. And we're going to turn it like that way. See, it was not that hard. Okay, I need to redraw this, but alright, then we're gonna merge it with the layer below. Now we're gonna fix that layer, because as you can see, it's not fully working as I want it to be happening, so we're gonna be fixing the line thickness a little bit, because holy shit. Ah, for fuck's sake. Now we're gonna make sure that we have that into the layer, and then we're gonna be adding it, and then we're gonna be fixing it later down the line. Okay, we need to make sure that this is on the group. Give me that. Now let's see if we can get that right. There we go. Now we're gonna go here. All right, then we're gonna go here and deal with that bit. All right. Now we have the main party done, and now we need to make sure that we have the rest of it all done, right? So we do have this color, and we're going to be fixing that color up. So first we have that color. We need to get a lighter color that is going to be on the top part of it all, and then a darker color on the bottom side. That's one bit. Then we're going to make sure that we have a generic kind of color towards the midsection. So now we're going to pick up this color and draw a little bit more darker. Pick up the color and then draw it. There we go. Now we have done that part. Now we need to make sure that we have the background color a little bit more fun. So maybe something like this. No. I think water spots would be better. And then we're adding in a layer style so that we can get an outer glow, I think. And then instead of blue, we're gonna go for orange. Nice. Now we have that done. Now we need to get the background done because we actually completed now the full thing. So we're gonna save this all. There we go, and then we're gonna make sure that we have all the things saved. We have all of them saved, right? Yes. Then we're gonna make sure that we have them all into one group. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Yes, all right. Now we need to figure out like what kind of color do we want to go for. I was thinking maybe something like this. Now we can see where the mistakes are, and then we're going to make sure that those mistakes are gone. Because clearly we don't want that coloring issue. That is in the banana part. So let's go to the banana part. Not that one, the other one. This one. Anything else? No. But yes. Alright. That's in here. Cool. And then we have completed this one. Let's see. This one also has some stuff, right? Yes, it does. Alright. They are all into the layer, this one. Background. That one is also background. No, is that not background? Is it then in this one? Oh, no. It's this one then, right? Yep. And the image, so this one. Cool. Then we have that one solved. Now we need to get the last one solved, which is the watermelon one, which has the layer on this side, right? Alright, now we have the first bit done, and now we're gonna make sure, now we're gonna get that nice looking retro look on this on this drawing. So now we have this. Now what I'm gonna be aiming to do is getting a kind of a feeling towards, which is gonna be a little bit difficult, but it could be possible. So let's go for Primal Hunter here. And then go for this one right here, which has the idea. So we're going to create multiple scenery on this. So let's go for this. Oh wait, it needs to be like this, right? Alright, first things first, this one, then till here. Yes. Now we're gonna aim to get that. How do you do this? Fucking hell. Do we need to do a stamping here? Probably, but it will be a painful thing to do though. But yes, I need to do something like that. So let's go for the old-fashioned version of it then. No. Alright. Let's try it again. I need to have a way to do this without ruining it. Like maybe like this. How about this? That is too soft. How about this one? No. How about charcoal? Oh, that actually could work. But first I need to make sure that I have the thick lines done. close, but not quite. What if I lower it down like so? Yes, and then after that I then add in some more variety towards it. So I need to make sure that I have a blend on this bit right here. Here I need to have a blend. There you go. Now we need to find out like what kind of symbol do I want to go for, because I need to create something here something here. Alright, I have an idea. But it is not quite yet fully workable, but I think I got what I need to create this. Do I want to go for that kind of... No. I can't. Alright, how about this? Yes. Let's see if I can find what I need. I think I can find what I need so that would actually work well with it. So I think I have what I want, and I think I know what I need. It just takes some time to get it right. Alright. That way, right? Yeah. I think I have what I need. Yep. That will actually work pretty well here. Well, we're not going to be using this, but we're going to be using it as a baseline for the coloring here. Really. Let's first make sure that this is like the right kind of color sand. Yep, I need to have a second line work here. No. I think it is better to just make it fully air-like. So get it like this, and then we need to get a sunset up and running on this one. So then we're gonna go for the sunset, so which is this one, and then we need to go right over there with that. Alright, then we need to go erasing the bits that we don't need. Alright, then we need to add in a lighter color, and then we need to add a darker color to it as well. So let's go first for the lighter color, and then after that we're going to go for the darker color. Oh wait, fuck. Should not do that. I should do that on a different layer. There we go. And now we're gonna add in the sky. So with the sky, I mean like the real sky. This is like, you know, basic ass sky, but what I want to create here is like a nice little looking sky. So I want to create like something like this. Next something like this, right? Yes, and then of course with that said, I need to then add in a darker line work to create. So we have now the sky. Let's see. I need to make sure that that is. Now the question is, do I want to then add like something like this to it as well? And if we now remove the outer layer, what if we add the outer layer here? Does that make things cool? And what if we add like something like this to it? That could work. Alright, then we're gonna be making sure that we now have this one, and this is what that's, yes. So let's get ourselves the things that I need for this. Alright, then afterwards, we're now gonna create a grab. So that's like this. Now we're gonna make sure that that crap looks nice. So first things first, we're gonna add a darker color to it. Then we're gonna add a lighter color to it. And then I'm gonna even add a lighter color to it. Alright, then we're gonna add here, we're gonna add something new. Alright. First, we're gonna add all these things into one layer, and afterwards, we're gonna then move on to the next bit. Now that's a different layer. This actually needs to be on top of it. Okay, now that we have done that, I need to add in smooshies in the line, in the thing. So I need to add smooshies right there, or I can just add it, or I can keep it like this. I can technically move this towards here, and then add smooshies here. So let's do that. Let's add smooshies here. Smooshies. Smooshies. Alright. Then we're gonna make sure that this is in Virtual DJ. Boop. Then it's 6, I believe. We need to make sure that we have it like this so that I can see where it is. And then we're gonna make sure that it is technically like this instead. Smushy. I can technically make it like this instead. So let's see if I can get this right. Let's first this a little more higher. Like so. Then we're gonna be fixating, and then we're gonna fix this M, which we do need to do. Now, merge. Then we need to fix the M because the M is terrible. All right, then we have that, and then we're gonna deselect this filter, and then we're gonna go making sure that we have this to be a little bit more like this. Yes. All right. I'm gonna absolutely hate myself for doing this because it's gonna be taking a while to get this right. But yes. Now we have done that, then let's see if we can get this right. Nope. Was it not better to just type in smushies like? I think it was actually better to do that way. Hold up. This is always a painful thing to do. Alright, so if I add in smushies like this, that I can actually do. I need to turn this a little bit sideways so that I can actually write it. Smushies. Alright. Smushies. Alright. Alright, then we're gonna go now deal with that darker side of it. Can I move that crap just a little bit higher? I probably can, right? Just a little bit higher to the sidelines, like so. That means I now need to move this one a little bit higher. Like so. And now we actually have what we need. Alright, cool. Now time to write it down. Then we're gonna add a drop shadow to it, which is gonna be 8 by 8. Smushies. And then with that, I also need to add some more stuff to it. So we need to make this a little bit more nice looking. So let's add some nice little scenery bubbles to it as well. Oh, wait, hold up. Come on. There we go. Is that worth it? No. But it is worth it to keep it like this and then add some more details to the background, I think. Yes, that actually would work. That would work because that is actually a thing that actually can be used. That actually could work. And then we're gonna add that there. There you go. Now we have that. Now we can actually get towards where I want to be with this. And hopefully get then the fully thing done by now. Oh boy, I'm already 1 hour in. That is bad, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Okay, now I need to make sure that I have that background done. Nope. Okay, let's see if I can get something here. I think this is as clean as I can get it, right? Or can I not? Or can I do this? May I do this? Oh, I can. Nice. And then I need to grab the soft eraser to deal with it a little bit. Alright, it's saved. Now we're gonna make sure that we have it also saved on the other versions. So we have now Smoothies 1 and Smoothies 2. There you go, it's gone. It's done. Are there some things that I want to change? Probably. One of the things is that I want to have this one to have a shadow drop. Right? Oh, I do need to have that as shadow drop, yes. There you go. We want that one to have a shadow drop. but not aggressive, so 5. We want this one to have a shadow drop, so shadow drop. Will that cause too much issues? Yes, it does. Alright, nope. We're not gonna go for shadow drops here. Especially on these ones not. Because they can cause issues later down the line. Alright, let's save it. And then save it again on the other one. And then we're good to go. Then we need to save it as a PNG file. Then we need to save it as the other version as well. Alright, so save as PNG image. There you go. Then let's save it as a WebPNG. Come on. Don't get me wrong here, but saving for WebPNG should not take that long. I'm not gonna lie. Oh well. Alright, it is done. Now we have both. So now, let's see if it actually worked, because that's indeed a thing that I need to know. Alright, documents. No. In new tablet. Opening, yes. That looks good. That looks good. All right. And then this one. That looks good as well. The only downside is I forgot one thing. Damn it. All right. Well, hold on. I forgot one thing, and that is important to remember. That I need to do that. Otherwise, these things won't work properly. So let's do that before I forget. It has been a long day, but yes, this needs to be done. All right, so now what I need to do is get this one and then a line drawn. So that's gonna be like around 5, I think. Then the question is like, where do I want this? This I want to be above all else. And why is that? Because otherwise, if I don't do this, things won't. It also means I need to move. That one is good, that one is good, this one. There. Alright, then I need to move Smushies up a tiny bit. Oh, wait. That's not what I want. I want that bit to be in that part. And I want that bit to be in that part either. So that we don't screw things up when we move things. Alright, then we need to move here. We need to click deal with this bit right there. Alright, now we need to save. And now it should also work. But I see also that I need to move this one. No, that one. Yes, that one. I need to move that one 2 steps back. There. So it doesn't interfere with the black line. Alright, now we're gonna save it. And now we're gonna save it correctly. So let's save it again. The line is mainly so that if I add it if I add it in there. Ah, I see something here as well. Dang it. Yep. Let's move this one downwards a bit. Like just that. That's just enough. And then we need to move this one just a bit off the edge. There. Right? Yes. And technically this one needs to be a little bit, this one cannot be that, but yeah. Let's save it like that, and let's save it again as the other version as well. So we have that indeed fixed. So now we have the line working and the thing working properly. Hold on. That ain't right. That ain't right. There. Save it again, and now we're gonna make sure that we have that PNG version on. So let's save it first as the PNG version because we do need to do that. So PNG version, there you go, smushies, blah blah blah, there you go, and then we're gonna save it as the web PNG. Alrighty then. Come on. Load just a bit more longer. Should be fine, but it doesn't like to load these web PNGs most of the time, but I hope it actually does do the trick. Because I just saved it as that. Alright, cool. Now, if we now look at this, it's a very slight little difference. It is a slight little difference, but the most important part of this is because it's a small little difference. There is a tiny little difference in this drawing, and I spotted a mistake. Didn't I? Oh, I did. Dang it. Alright. And that is not visible normally. Alright, fine. That's just because of the error in it. Alright, well, fine. I will look it up in the Torrential Builder so that I can actually see if it actually is the thing that I mean. Because that's not normal. Those lines are not normal. Let's see. It's barely problematic. It's just an error in the drawing system. Alright, let's go to scenery. Then go to the ordering list. Where is the ordering list of scene 2? That one, and then we're gonna look for the ordering list. So we're gonna browse the name, browse the chapter 1, and there it is, the smushy PNG. So now we can actually open this. And then position it right like so. Yeah, it's barely visible. Nice. So as you can see, there's now a line working. So if I now look at the picture, it actually does, and I can actually increase it if I want to. It's not that big of a deal. I can actually make it bigger if not. So I think I need to have this. So let's go from here. That is too high. Well, we need to move it downwards like so. And preview from there again. Ah, perfect. It's a little bit not in the right position, but you know, we can change that. We can say the positioning is so what we need is like all right, so if we now change it up to around 150, where does it then lead? Preview. Oh, all right, all up. Preview. There we go. That looks good. So yeah, I did it. I completed the thing, and I hope you'll have enjoyed for now. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye! That one. There we go. That looks good.